Going in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. As always, all of our links are in the episode description, the show notes, in that link tree link. Please connect with us. We want to hear from you. Email, Facebook, join our Patreon for just $1 a month. $1 a month. You can be on our Discord, and we really want to have a nice, lively chat. And if we can get up to 100 Discord members, Mary's going to jump on there once a week and just say hi, which will be super exciting for all of you.
Hi.
You're welcome.
Hi.
So, these next two segments are going to be about Chris and I both have kind of some things that we need some intervention on, and it's kind of self-discovery. I've been doing a lot of that over the last couple of weeks. I've apologized to Mary 3 or 4 different times for 3 or 4 different things.
Only twice, actually, but who's counting? We're not keeping track here.
So
it's a season of growth.
It is a season of growth. I started watching a show, and we have talked about this in past episodes, but not to the extent that we're going to talk about it now. I started watching the show Hoarders. Mary,
I sent Scott a video of my apartment, and he thought it was Hoarders, and he's saying he started watching the show Hoarders.
So it's really just about Chris.
Yeah, Chris and I may have the same problem. So Mary, we are looking to you for help.
Whoa.
Well,
you did.
You're the licensed therapist or psychologist.
Listen, Linda. No, that is not I will not say that I can help you in any regard when it comes to your hoarding issues, because I've tried to, and you don't listen. You have to want to change, Scott.
Well, I want to change. So here's the deal. I'm watching this show, and I went into it going, oh my God, these people are going to be nuts and this, that, and the other. And it's not whatever. It's not real. Mary, the things that these ladies were saying, I can relate to.
Look, I know,
really
because you keep your kids' teeth, Scott.
Right. And it's not just the teeth are one thing. That's one thing for sure that I need to overcome, but the avoidance of making decisions. Like I see this lady who's like, no, we'll just put it aside and I'll deal with it later.
We'll think about it later.
I have that tattooed on my back.
Right. That is literally why my storage unit stayed full for an additional 2 years, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to make decisions on it. That's why the room that my stuff from the storage unit is in is still sitting there, because I don't want to make decisions on it. And I'm like, oh my God, I do not have a hoarding compulsive disorder, but I do think I have a slight hoarding disorder. Like legit.
Well, the first step is admitting that you have a problem. So congratulations.
Thank you
on taking the first step. Because you did text me yesterday. Was it yesterday?
It was 2 days ago. We had a whole phone conference. We had to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think that I was really present for that phone call. I'm going to be honest. I was still a little doped up.
I must have been talking to Ghost Mary then.
It was Ghost Mary you had that conversation with.
Stop.
Why is that? Why do I sound like E.T.? I don't appreciate it.
E.T. on meth.
But yeah, right. I am from Polk County. I don't know. So my unpacking of what Scott had to say was, yes, I get the inability or avoidance of making a decision, but I think there's also a little bit of attachment and a fear or avoidance of change and transition. So I don't think that you want to let go of your children getting older, so you hold on to these things because you're afraid of that transition. It's unknown. You have Darren, but like you're kind of holding on to that, right? Because, for example, you just got rid of a crib. Your child is 9. 9.
Right.
So maybe there's an element of that. And then I think there's just like a little bit of procrastination and laziness just sprinkled on there.
For sure. But it's not just, yes, a lot of it is like my kid stuff, but a lot of it is also my stuff that like it was mine as a kid. And it's not just flea market stuff that I just bought, like as I'm watching these episodes of Hoarders, like they would just buy baskets upon baskets upon. It's not anything like that. Like everything that I
that sounds dumb.
Well, it does, but everything that I still have though means something. It wasn't just a random thing purchased. It was or and this is where these ladies scare me, or I'm like, oh, this has probably a ton of value. You know, it's a Disney pin from 1978. It's got to be worth some money. Or, hey, I found this Captain America comic book. Doesn't matter that it's missing a page. It's probably worth some money. That's some of my problems right now.
So I'm gonna play the devil while Mary played the angel on your shoulder. Scott, I think it's cool to collect things, Scott. I think
Shiny.
I look at it just being a collector of unique obscurities.
Trash.
It's and you know what?
It.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
That's true.
I have a lot of just slogans that have kept me sane all these years for my collecting habits.
Well-
like for instance, it's funny you say this because I'm looking at this right now. I'll pull it up for the screen for our Patreon members watching. This was thrown away because of the corroded batteries in the bag. This is how I learned to tell time. I can't
But what
throw
are you
away
gonna
Mr. Clock.
do with it?
Well, it could be worth something, Mary.
See,
I
Chris,
can't.
I am equally as much as I'm worried about me. I'm also equally as worried about you that you have the potential to become a hoarder. Okay, because of the 5, 6 episodes that I've watched, 3 out of them now they started as resellers.
I'm
Oh.
glad. I take it as a compliment that you say I have the what did you say? I have the I'm like
You're in the first stage. You're in the
right.
first stage of becoming. You've got the potential to become a hoarder.
potential, right? I'm honored that you said potential to become a hoarder because a lot of people in my inner circle call me a hoarder.
Right. Yes.
So thank you very much for saying that I'm not
But
quite
you
there
don't
yet.
have a hard time getting rid of things, though. You sell them.
Did
Oh, no,
you
he
see
made a
his face?
face. Oh,
but
no.
Mary, that's how a lot of these things started. Like this couple would go into stores, and they were like whole department stores or that were going out of business, and they were doing like their liquidation sale, and they would go in and buy the store, just buy the whole.
So
the entire
that's
contents
where
of the store.
yeah, see that's why I will never get to that point because like I do have a code, right? So there I watch a
Airdrop me
lot
the
of
code. What is it?
I watch a lot of these resellers on YouTube to learn and see how they do their stuff. And there's this term that all resellers use for inventory that is not listed. It's called a death pile, right? So when someone buys something in that a store, so yeah, the items are screaming from the death pile, list me. So when I went to Walmart and bought all those dozens of things, the next day I was gifted I think a little over 200 DVDs, right? So this whole week I'm not going to the thrift store because if I go, I buy. So that's what sets me apart from these people is like I can control myself from not bringing too much stuff into the apartment because I do fear that Emily will leave me too. So that helps a little bit. But
so hold up. I gotta stop you right there because on Thursday's episode, you discussed that the people of Walmart were filling
Yes.
up your shopping cart.
They were
so that they didn't have to count it for inventory.
the employees of Walmart. Yes, I did. I found stuff that I didn't even know I bought when I was going through it today.
Oh my God.
And there was like a thank you note written at the bottom. It was signed by the CEO of Walmart himself.
Now, what's funny,
was-
Chris, is I can get it on the resale perspective, how these resellers become hoarders.
Yeah, it's not
Because
hard, Scott.
They make money. I mean,
Sure.
they make some serious money, but the problem is they don't know when to stop or when they've gotten too far ahead of themselves.
Because
And
you
then
can
they
never
forget
pass up a
about what
good
they have.
deal. Yeah, you can
Right.
never pass up a good deal. So when I went to Walmart, I went there for shipping supplies and I left with 150 items. It's like when you see stuff for 10 cents, you can't let it sit there. And it's that mentality. So when these people are like, when these are like, hey, going at a business sale, everything's pennies on the dollar, you have to buy it. But then it goes too far when you keep going out looking for those deals and it piles up and it's disgusting. It turns into an episode of Hoarders.
Yeah,
It's
Chris,
disgusting.
I think for you're going to need an assistant. Okay. You're going to need an
Mhm.
assistant, and not me. I can't be up in New Jersey with you, but you need someone to catalog and organize. And I think
yeah,
if you can stay on top of
100%.
that, and know your limitations that, okay, I am only going to fill this much space
Mhm.
with stuff, then you'll never become like one of these people. But
Yeah.
when
So,
you
but
see a
like that
semi
much
truck that's
space
only
in
on sale
width
for,
or
I
like
don't know,
height
he's
too?
well,
Like
he's got a
cubic
predetermined.
space? What are we talking about?
He's got to predetermine
Wait a
what it
second.
is now. But what you're going to do is you're going to find a semi truck that is
Semi-truck.
on sale for $100,
Yeah,
and you're going to
yeah.
end up buying it, and then
Well,
it's
yeah.
in your yard.
But if you think
Gotta
about
be
it,
worth
we're gonna have to get our investigative team on this. And how much money do you think these people are given for to be appear on an episode of Hoarders? Because you know what, you get all these things for a good deal, and then you become a hoarder, and then you go on Hoarders. It just sweetens the pot a little bit. It's
It
very
does. It's
enticing to become a
reinforcing
hoarder.
that behavior for sure.
It's very enticing to become a hoarder. And now it might, I think actually just might have become my lifelong dream. I want to be a scumbag reselling hoarder.
What a title.
There
Can
you
you fit
go.
that on your business card?
It'll be tough, but if I tape a couple together, because I have business cards from years ago that I just can't get rid of.
Well, yeah, I
So-
bet they could be worth
so
something.
I can maybe I could just write it on a couple of them and tape them together.
Yeah. Listen, that's kind of my motivation for maybe going on like my 600-pound life. Like sometimes
my
if I
God.
think maybe I overate, or maybe I shouldn't have put another like spoonful of ice cream in my bowl, I'm like, well, I'm on my way. So maybe this is okay.
You're just trying to wet the beak a little bit, just trying to get that paycheck. You get to enjoy life, and you get paid for it. I think it's a great idea. Thank you, Scott, for convincing me to become a hoarder.
Fantastic. Well, this is great. I'm happy to
This
help.
went great. This went great.
Happy to
Happy
help. Hold just a second. Do we want to? So we've got about 5 minutes left in this segment. Do we
Mhm.
want to continue on Hoarders or transition to Chris's Starbucks addiction? And then in segment 3, we can talk about something else. What do you guys want to do? Is there still enough to fit 5 minutes of hoarding and then 15 minutes
I don't-
of Starbucks, or what do you think?
If we talk about hoarding any longer, I might start crying. So I'm not. No, I think let's transition.
Okay.
I vote for transition. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mary, you cool with that?
I'm always down for a good
Because
transition.
and segment 3, I want to talk about the my creepy adult story, and just kind of the things that we can't really do anymore at a certain age, with me sitting at the
Oh,
park with all the
God.
kids.
I
All right, coming back. So Chris, I didn't want to spend the entire time talking about my intervention. Like, I know I need help, and I didn't mean to now create a problem for you, which apparently I've done. I wanted to focus on another thing that you brought up on Thursday, and that's and Mary doesn't know this because I don't think she's heard
Yeah.
the Thursday episode yet. You have a credit card
I do.
specifically
Mhm.
for Starbucks.
I do. Yes.
Wait,
Mary, we talked
okay,
about
hold on.
this. Please
I have
ask. I have
questions.
I have all the answers.
Okay, so I have a card that's linked to my like Starbucks app. You have the like actual credit card.
Yeah. So see what we call it in the coffee, in the coffee circle. That's a rookie mistake, Mary, as just equipping a random credit card because you're just getting 2-to-1 stars.
No,
with
no,
that card.
I have the rewards card.
You're just getting 2-to-1 on your dollar transactions. I'm getting 3-to-1. You see, Mary, you apply for the Starbucks credit card, take a little bit of a credit score hit. Doesn't matter. I'm not buying a house for a couple more years. Take a little bit of a credit hit. You get the Starbucks credit card, right? You link that to the account. Now you're getting 3-to-1 stars, Mary. And guess what? I get a little free coffee each month. So it's only $49 for the year, this card, by the way. First card I've ever paid to have.
Hold on.
Wait, you
Yeah.
hold
You
on. We're
pay
gonna
for
yep.
this card.
So I actually,
Oh, that's the
okay.
service fees. Like, is that the service fees?
Yeah, it's so it's actually I'm making this out to be crazy. It's actually a really, really good deal because okay, so the first year is free, right? For the credit card. It's one of those like cards you have to pay to have, which always boggled my mind, but this one makes sense.
Well, that's
You
most
get-
credit cards. You have an annual fee.
Right. Yeah. So the annual fee goes up to $49 next year. But guess what? They send you a free coffee each month.
Oh, that
So-
makes it better.
So
Yeah.
that's at least $5 I'm saving a month. So times 12, that's $60. And you get DoorDash Pass free, which I pay $10 a month
Oh.
for, which is
Okay.
$10 a month. So I'm saving what's that? $10 off. So I'm saving $130 between Dash Pass and the coffees. And I get 3-to-1 on my star points, and they gave me 4,500 points. I went to Starbucks the other day, and I scanned my and I scanned my thing, and they're like, how do you have this many points? I was like, sorry, but I'm just addicted. Because
I'm a big fan.
I have
A big
so every
fan.
dollar you spend, you get 2 points. I have 4,500. So it looks like I spent all this like thousands of dollars when it was just the introductory thing.
Okay, a couple more questions for you. So
Let's go ahead.
this Starbucks card,
Yes.
the Starbucks credit card,
Oh,
can you use it anywhere? Or
Yes.
can you so it's like
Yeah.
a Visa or MasterCard. You can use it at Target or the
Yeah.
movies or for gas or whatever.
I pay my car insurance on it and I get
Okay.
like 25 stars a month for it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then
Are you being paid by Starbucks right now? Because
know.
I would like to have one of those cards now. And I don't even go to Starbucks.
I
that
signed
often.
papers. Like I can't answer that question.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the other question is the points that you get.
Yeah.
Can you use them for stuff other than Starbucks?
No, so it's it's literally just for Starbucks, but I go there so often that it's worth it. So like I'll go there, spend 150 points, get a free coffee. 400 points get you a free cup. So like I have a whole
Wait, what?
closet full of Starbucks cups.
Oh, like the cool
So
little
you're a
tumbler?
hoarder.
Oh my god, I can't.
No, collector.
A collector of
Collector-
findings.
That's what
Collector
that's
of
what
unique
deniers like to
obscurities.
call themselves, are collectors.
Oh
collectors.
my
I'm
God.
Collectors is
the-
just a fancy way of saying hoarder.
I am Beneficio. I am literally the embodiment of Beneficio. What is Beneficio del Toro? The collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like you just
Yeah.
walk into my
Oh.
house and I have a dog and a thing. I have an egg that I found, when I was 6 and I just can never let it go.
He's gonna.
And then I have my Starbucks card.
That's funny. I had a cookie, an animal cracker. And it was an
Why is
animal
this-
that I had never seen before. It was super cute. I got it at a bed and breakfast in St. Augustine, and I wouldn't eat it. I wrapped it up. I may still have
Wait,
that thing somewhere.
when did this happen?
Like in 1987.
Oh my god.
I
Wait,
don't
do you
know.
still have it? Do you still have it?
I think I threw it out eventually,
Okay.
but I had it for the longest time wrapped up in a napkin, Chris, and like put in a little box.
I
Oh
can
my God.
so collecting can be cool and it can be weird. Just real quick, the weirdest thing that I own is when I grew up at my family had a jewelry store at this place that was closed down, right? I ripped up a floor tile and I still have that floor tile that may or may not have a piece of gum stuck to it. The coolest thing that I ever collected on our 10-year anniversary, me and Emily, I brought a folder with us to the Catskills, and it was probably the highlight of the trip. We went through all of the memories the last 10 years because this is the cool part
Aw,
about
that's
hoarding. It's like I have napkins from restaurants that she might have wrote me a note on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have all the note. I have like it was a note that said happy 6 months on it from high school.
Oh,
It was both ways.
Yes.
that's really cute.
I agree with you on that. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
gee, what do you have that's cute, Scott?
I have
Cracker.
a movie
Animal
ticket
cracker.
to Fern Gully that I took my 3rd grade girlfriend to.
Oh, Fern Gully.
All right, you're listening to the No New Friends podcast. We'll be right back.
You had some game in the 3rd grade.
I have the movie ticket to the movie that I first took Emily to as well. I actually kept all my movie tickets.
Really, really, really good segment.
Oh, I love that. That was awesome.
That was a really good segment. This, Mary, the show just sucks without you. It doesn't
Aw.
suck. I don't want to.
It's
just
not the
That's
same.
not
It is not
true.
the same. It is not
That's
the same.
not true.
All right,
You
so
guys are lucky I'm up this late.
I know. So we're gonna.
This is how bad of a hoarder I am. Is that I even keep the ticket stubs in my digital wallet. So I still have I have like 40 movie tickets here. This is the gift card from Disney when we went to Disney in
Oh my
2018.
Chloe, get me a spoonful. Just a
Oh, view 37 expired passes. They're all my Fandango tickets. These are all my
Jesus
Fandango movie tickets.
Chris, I honestly I can't. I've got 153 text messages that are unread, but I've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of text messages that
What's
you
that
know, oh my
QR
God,
code
the
here?
Avengers Age of Ultron. That's awesome.
2015.
Let me see how many
Well, that's a big one.
I have.
You said.
I have
I need to
over
get it.
11,000 pictures.
Oh, I have 23,983 pictures and 1,264 videos.
Damn. All right, let me
Well, I
Mary,
have sanity. How about that?
yeah, can I get some
What's
water real
that?
quick and then we'll get into segment 3?
Never heard of that.